YouTube channel Sarkar Programming. Today I am going to show you how to create a static sign-in page using UILabel, UITextField and UI buttons. So let's get started without delaying anymore. And if this video helps you in any way, please subscribe to my channel for more content like this, and to show your support, please like this video. Now, when you choose your Xcode to create a new project, you will see a pop-up like this. Choose application, click on next, give your project a name, be careful about the interface, use the storyboard. Right now I'm going to show you how to create projects only in storyboard. Click on next, choose a folder to save your file. After you created your project, you will see this kind of file in Xcode. To design your sign-in page, first go to the main.storyboard, which is your default storyboard. As you can see here, to design my sign-in page, the view controller is opened in iPhone 11. You can change this device from here. You have to select here, go to the device. I prefer to choose iPhone 8 Plus to design in storyboards. Now first I'm going to give this a heading, and to give this a heading I need a label. Choose your label, give it some constants. If you do not give constants to your design, then while running your project, those library files will behave indefinitely and you can't define which library is going to end up in which position. If you want your design to be perfect, you have to give a proper constraints. Now for the heading of your screen, you need your label in the middle of your screen. For that, give horizontally and center. Then give it some more constraints. You have to give some top spacing from here. Let's give it 20. Give it a height of 40. And I think it's good to go. As you can see, the red constant marks is gone now, which means for this level your constants are perfect. And to give it some more constants to make it look more better, this is your leading constant position. I'm giving it a 0, and this is your trailing constant position. I'm giving it 0 also. Add these two constants and you can see your level is stretched from this end to this end of the storyboard. Now as you can see, your text is in the left side or in the leading side of your level. I want this text to be in the middle. You can see in this side in your inspector that here you can choose some alignments for the text in your level. I am choosing this one to set my text in the middle of the level. Now let's change the text of this level. If you change this, now your text is gone. Now you have to give it a proper text. I'm giving it as sign in. You can change the font of this text from here. Go to the font section, choose the style. I'm choosing bold. You can make your font size bigger or smaller from here too. I'm giving it a size of 24. Now let's move on to the other things to make your sign-in page. Take another level, because in sign-in page what you're going to need mostly is an email field and a password field. You do not have to choose your label or text field or other things every time from here. Once you have taken a label, you can duplicate it from the key from your Mac keyboard. Select your label, press Command and then D, and it will create a duplicate of your label. Now we still have to give some constant to this label, but I'm going to take other things too, so that I can set the constants of every one of them properly. Take a text field. In the same way as the label, choose your text field, press Command D and make a duplicate of your text field. Now what we have to give some constants to your labels and text fields so that they can be in the correct position in your device when you are running a project. So from here, give your label a constant of a leading constant of let's say 40. We have to give it a top constant too from this title header, and give it a height of 30, and I think it's good to go. Now select a text field, give it some constant from here too, select 40, give it a leading and trailing of 40, and we have to give a top constant here for this level and give it a height of 40. Now your text field is same leading aligned with your label, same for them too. Give it a same leading constant, give it a more top constant from this text field, from this level, give it the same height as of this level to maintain some accuracy. And now for this text field, choose this one, set your leading constant as 40, give it a top constant as 12 because you have given this text field and this level a 12 top constant. Now set this height same as this text field, give it a 40 and give it a trailing constant also 40. Now choose them and it's set. Now what you have to do is change the label text from here, give it a name as email ID, choose the font. I'm choosing bold again. I'm making this size as 16. Let's set the alignment as middle. Same for this level too. Change the text, it's password. Set the font from here. Go to bold. Select your size. Select the alignment. Now what you have to do is to set some keyboard type for your text fields. Now you can see that when you choose this text field, here are some text input traits, and you can see here a keyboard type. For email kind of text fields, you can choose your text field type as default, or you can specify it as email address keyboard type too. And here are some other things, like for your text field you always have seen some placeholder text which will be displayed when there is no text in your text field from your phone keyboard. So give it a placeholder as enter your email ID, and you can see the changes in here. For this, set a placeholder type 2, enter your password. Now for password field you do not want to specify any keyboard type, because For password, a user can give anything from numbers to special characters to alphabets, so you do not have to give a particular keyboard type to a password unless in a project it is specified that I'm going to take this kind of password, so you have to give a keyboard type for that. But what you have seen in most of the apps that when you are typing your password text is getting hidden as dots. So for that you can select secure text entry. Whenever you are selecting secure text entry, your text field text will get hidden whenever you are typing in that text field. Now our text field and these labels are all set. Now what we are missing is a button. Now click on this plus sign again, select button, drag it to your storyboard. We have to give this button also some constant. I want this button to be in the middle of my design, so I'm choosing horizontally in container. It should be 0. Now you are seeing some red lines in here which is telling me that my constants are not proper. I need to give some more constants in here. I'm giving it a top constant as 60. I'm giving it a height of 40. Now add these two constants in here and my buttons constants are also ready to go. Now I need to change my buttons text from here to write sign in. Change the font of your button text from here, give it a bold, make it as much bigger, 18. In much cases you can use some image for your buttons or some background images for your buttons too. Here are some more things you can see. I can give a background color to my button too. If you scroll down in your inspector in here, you can see a view where there is a background field. Choose this, go here, let's select this color, and you can see your button's background color is all set, but the text is not looking so good. So I'm going to change my button's text color to, let's set this to white, and it will be displaying you this button like this. But as you can see, this button is not looking so good. It's like squeezing it inside in the text. So I'm going to give my button a little bit more constants. I'm going to stretch my button from the leading position as well as from the trailing position in the same amount. Add two constants, and as you can see, your button is looking good too. Now what we have to do is we have to connect our text fields and our button from storyboard to our view controller. But you can also connect your labels too if you want to manipulate them. Otherwise there is no need to connect your labels to your view controller, because you are not going to change them or manipulate them in any way. If you are going to do it, then it's okay to connect. Otherwise you do not have to do it. You do not have to waste so much space in your view controller. Now we have to connect these text fields and this button to our view controller. For that you have to go there. You can see this little space where it's text is coming, that add editor on right. You can choose add editor and you can see that it copied the storyboard. But if you choose this view controller, the view controller will come to your right side of your storyboard. Now what you are going to do is connect our text field and button from storyboard to the view controller. I'm going to create some space in here. Let's select the email field. Select your email text field, press Ctrl, hold in your email text field, drag from here and put it in your view controller. You can see the connection type here is as outlet. What you are going to need for your text fields, you have to give a proper name for your text fields so that you can identify them when you are going to use them in different portion of your code. I'm going to give this name as text field email ID, connect, and for this again select this text field, press Ctrl, tap on this text field and drag from the storyboard to your right side of your view controller. Again the connection is outlet type. You can change from here too, but for text field we are going to need this connection as outlet. Give this text field name a proper name also, text field password, connect. Now your text fields are connected to your view controller. Now you, in the same way, you can connect your button from the storyboard to your view controller as outlet too. But in that case, if you want to manipulate your button in any way, like if you want to change its background color, or if you want to change its text, or if you want to change its text color, for that you are going to need to set a outlet for your button. Other than that, you do not need to waste as creating an outlet for your button. What we are going to need from the button is a action type. So in the same way, select your button, press Ctrl, tap on your button and drag from your storyboard to your view controller. Now you can see your connection is changed to action. For button we are going to need our connection as action. Name your button as button sign in tapped, connect. Now you have connected all the important things what we are going to need from the storyboard to the view controller. You can cross it from here and your editor will remove. Now go to your view controller. As you can see right now that your outlets and actions are in here and your constants are added. As you can see, sorry my bad, as your outlets and actions are added in view controller, you can see that there are some dots which is showing you that your outlets and actions are connected from the storyboard to your view controller. Now for the text field we are going to set some delegates. And what is the delegates? If you want to learn about it more, comment in the below and I will make a different video on the delegates too. But for now let's use these delegates. For UI text field what you are going to need is UI text field delegate. Come to your view did load, remove this text doesn't need here. Now set your text field email ID dot delegate equals to self, text field password dot delegate equals to self. Now if you do not set your text field delegates to self to your view controller, whenever you are trying to tap on your text field, it won't give you any kind of reaction in your app because there is no delegate is set for those text fields. To use those text fields in your project properly, you must need to set your delegates in your project. Now our project is good to go. Now we can change our simulator from here. I'm going to choose iPhone 12 and I'm going to run this project. It will take some time. Let's wait now. In the meantime, I'm telling you guys, this video is for those who are new to Swift and trying to learn how to do projects and how to do text fields and how to use your buttons in Swift. I'm using Xcode 12, which is a new version of your Xcode, and if you want to learn some more, you can tune into my YouTube channel, and I can teach you many more basic things for your Swift projects. It's taking too much time, as I can see. Now it's launching. As you can see right now, your design which you have done in your storyboard is here. Now if you tap onto this text field, your keyboard comes up. In case you are tapping on your text field and your keyboard is not coming to your screen, you can tap on Command K to pop up your keyboard. Now we can type from here anything, because right now we didn't uh, specify how or what kind of text it's going to take as input. So whatever you are writing in here, it will take everything without even checking. Now as you can see in the email field, there is everything you can check, from special characters to numbers to alphabets. And when you are coming to a password field, you can see that if I'm writing continuously, all the text which I have already written is getting hidden as dots, because we have selected secure text entry for this password text field. Now let's coming back to the simulator. There, as you can see right now, there is not much we have done so far. We have only done the design part and how your text field will react when you use the delegate and your keyboard appears, and how you can set your password field as hidden or as secure text. Now there are some major problems too, that for iPhone, whenever you are tapping on return, your keyboard will hide from your screen. But in this case, this is not working, because we have not done any particular coding for these two text fields. For this doesn't work also. If you tap on your button, you can see there are some animation is going on, but because we haven't done any coding in that button's action uh, function, it's not working. So first thing first, what we are going to do is enable this return button for your text fields. Now close your simulator. As you can see here that I have set some delegates for my text fields. We are going to use some delegate functions for this particular text fields. Now write function text field should return. Now what you are going to do is some checking here, or you can do this in shortcuts too. First let me show you how to do it in shortcut. Write self, use self, it's a good process to do your project. Text field email resign, first responder. For your password to set this text field as resign first responder. Now as you can see, this function is a return type. You can see it's returning, this function is returning a value and it's returning a bool type. So what we are going to do is return true, and the warning is gone now. Let's run this project again. Now if you are typing something from in here, now let's tap on the return button and your keyboards gets hidden. For your password, same thing, you're writing, you're typing, and your text is getting hidden. And to disappear your keyboard, you tap on the return button and your keyboard disappears. So this is it for today, guys. If you want to see some more manipulation in this particular screen, you can subscribe to my channel, and I'm going to show in the next video some more design manipulations in here and how to go to next screen when you tap onto this sign in button. So thanks for liking this video, and please subscribe to my channel. Bye bye.